Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's section on profitable Facebook ads. For a while now, we've been discussing a lot about this, and uh, our previous class we discussed about customer journey, customer journey, and creating offers, and we also learned a lot about marketing offers, funnels, and how to actually prospect or how to actually journey, or let me say nurture your customer into your funnel and taking them to, or let me say convincing them or putting all necessary measures in place to ensure that they take action on whatever it is you want. And we also saw how we can actually create offer. We saw what an offer means and how to create an offer. And we also looked at some Facebook ads objective, and I also talked about the one that is best, right? So while we have covered that, this class is going to be more of practical and theoretical and practical. So after we try to learn all of these things, we are definitely going to be doing practicals, right? So today's class is going to be Facebook ad levels and the different role it plays, right? Then the next is going to be preparing to launch, right? Preparing to launch and case study, preparing to launch and case study. So, uh, what do we mean by Facebook ads level, right? First, let's go to our business manager. If you want to go to your business manager, remember you are always to type business.facebook.com, business.facebook.com. So if you type it, if I type business.facebook.com now, it's going to take me directly to uh, this page. Let's say still loading. Let's give it time to load. Okay, it's loading. Why are you taking time? What's the problem? Oh, my network is strong. Okay, I think this should be their server because my network is strong. Okay, all right. So can you see the moment I logged into what I visited business.facebook.com, business.facebook.com. Let me type it here so that you can see. Let me type it here. We are referring to business.facebook.com. Oh. Okay. We're referring to what? www.business.facebook.com, right? So this is where we are setting our ad. So anytime you want to set your ad, you need to have this in mind. www.business.facebook.com. This is where we are setting up our ads. Now you can discover that the moment I visited this business.facebook.com, it is showing my Facebook page. It is showing my Facebook page instead of taking me to business manager. And I explained to us that the moment you start seeing your post and you start seeing reactions, comments, insight about your post, just know that that is business suite, not business manager. Do you still remember what I said about that? If you can still recall, let me know on the chat section, right? Right. So this is called business suite, not business manager. So once you get to this page, you must always learn to what switch from what you have here to you have to switch towards business suite. And how do you switch to business suite? How do you do that? How do you do that? Now, I told us that if you come to the bottom of the screen here, if you look down here, you see something like help to the left-hand side. This is for people that are using laptop. You see this help. If you're using your mobile phone, you are going to see help too. And I'm still going to demonstrate it with my mobile phone. So if I click on help, the moment I click on help, I'll see something like go to business manager. Let me zoom in so that you can see. Can you see? The moment I clicked on help, look at the help here. It's showing what? Go to business manager. Can you see it? If you can see, drop a message, let me know. This is a live class and it's supposed to be a practical class. So I don't want to, okay, right, you can see it. So anytime you visit business.facebook.com and you see your page or you see reactions, you see comments, you see likes, you see posts, just know that it is what business suite. So you need to switch to business manager. So you just scroll down to the bottom here, you click on help and you see go to business manager. So if I click on it now, it will take me towards the business manager. Let's take a look at the business manager so that we'll compare it to what we have there. Here you can see we have post here. You can see we have post here, we have reactions here, right? But here you can see that it's a different thing entirely. Can you see? It's a different thing here entirely. So for those of you that if this is your first time to business manager, this is what you are going to see. Can you see? No ad account, no ad account. You see ad manager, ad reporting, event manager, ad account performance, right? So this is what you are going to see if this is your first time. So in this case, you have to set up your ad account just like we have demonstrated on the previous class, right? I sent videos with respect to how to go about that. And I believe everyone here must have done that. If you encountered restriction, just know that it is a normal thing to get restricted these days, but there's always a way out, right? So now, let me go back to the normal account. So for those of you that have created your business manager, set up your ad account, you can see this is how it's going to show. Can you see the dashboard here? What is showing here is different from what we saw on the previous page. You can see ad spent. This is a prepared ad account. You can see total amount spent, the percentage. You can see impressions of the ad, right? So this is what business manager homepage. This is what we call business manager homepage. So at this stage, I wouldn't want to bombard you with most of these things here. So what I want you to pay attention here for now is this ad manager you can see here. This ad manager is where we are going to pay attention to. Then the next one is this all tools here. So if you click on this now, you see that you can see ad manager there too. This is ad manager. This is billing. This is where we go to add funds to our account, right? So this is the, okay, business settings is here. If it's your first time, you are definitely going to encounter this. So if you want to maybe add another ad account or do anything on the account, if you click on this business setting, you are going to see. But we are still going to be learning all of this. So let's just take it one step at a time, right? So don't be in a haste. All right, now let me switch to my phone. Let me switch to my phone. Can you see my phone? If you can see my phone, let me know. All right, so let me switch my phone now so that you can see it. How about now? Can you see it now? All right, great. Now, so I'll go to my browser now. I'll go to my Chrome browser. Remember, I always tell us that you are to use your Chrome browser so that you'll be able to activate desktop sites if you're using your mobile phone. So if I click on Chrome now, it's going to take me to, this is my browser page. So the first thing I'm going to do is pay attention to this. The first thing I'll do is what I'll click on this button here. Can you see what I'm scrolling? This button here. I'll click on this button, then I'll scroll down to where there is desktop site. Then I will activate desktop site. Can you see? So that's one advantage of using Chrome browser on your phone. So it makes your phone looks like it is a laptop or a PC. Can you see the presentation now? Can you see? It's showing us if this is a smart, this is a laptop or PC now. So that's one benefit of Chrome browser. So if you don't have a laptop and you're using your phone, this is what you must always do before you work or do anything on Business Manager. So now I'm going to visit Business Manager. Now I'll click on business.facebook.com and load it. The moment I load it, it's going to take me to that business suite I explained earlier. Can you see? Can you see this is the business suite? So what I am to do is what? Can you see that this page is not on desktop site? It's not desktop site, so I will have to add it. I just activated it. Can you see now that it's looking like my laptop now? Let me compare it to my laptop so that you see. Can you see that it's almost same with what I'm having, even though they are different accounts? Can you see? This is almost similar to what is there. Is anyone with me? All right, great. So back to my smartphone, right? Can you see? Can you see now? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to what? I'll use my two fingers. I'll use my two fingers to zoom in. Can you see? I'll have to use my two fingers to zoom in. So I'll zoom in, drag it, take it to where I will see that help. Can you see the help now? It's trying to hide. That's one difficulty with phone. Can you see the help now? The help is here. It's here. So I'm going to click on this inverted triangle that is on the help. So the moment I click it, can you see? You can see Go to Business Manager is now showing. So I'll click Go to Business Manager and it will take me to Business Manager. I hope this is clear enough because this is a major challenge to many persons. Is this clear enough? Do I still need to repeat it? Even though you have the video to go and watch. All right, great. All right. Okay, sorry, let me do something first. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb first because I don't trust people. Okay. All right, great. So this is it now. This is our Business Manager on smartphone already. So that is that. So let's go back to our laptop now. Let's go back to our laptop now. All right, so this is it. This is it. So now we want to go into our ad manager. Remember, I told us that ad manager is where we set up our ads. So for now, the first thing I want you to always have at the back of your mind is what? This ad manager. Some persons mistake it to this other ad manager that is, okay, let me show us. Let me still go to my phone and show you what I'm actually trying to say. Now, on my phone, can you see Can you see this? This is Meta Ads. I only use this app to measure or check the performance of my ads. That is what I use it for, right? That's the only thing I use it for. I don't do any other thing except to check the performance of my ads, right? So let me do it now. Let me check something now. Can you see this ad that is currently active? This one is page growth. Today alone, I've done over 100 from this ad, and this other ad here has done over 300 followers. This is a page I'm managing for a pastor. I have to do that, right? So what I use this app for is just to manage ads, like to track the performance of ads, so that I don't need to open my laptop all the time or go to my Chrome browser. I don't set or launch ad from this app. People do it. You can do it, fine, but I don't do it, and I will not do it, right? So I only use the app to check the performance of my ads, not to do anything. So if you want to use it, you can actually download it from Play Store. It's called Meta Ads. It's called Meta Ads. This is it. So if you go to your Chrome, your Play Store, you are going to see it this way. This is it, Meta Ads Manager. So you'll be able to download it, right? So this is for desktop, like this for mobile phone users. And why Facebook had to make provision for this app and restrict people from using the website version on your mobile phone. So you can only access the business manager or ads manager on your business manager. If hello, please can you mute yourself? All right, so sorry about that. I will have to mute everyone now because anything can happen, and this is actually recorded. Just give me a few minutes so I'll mute everyone. Okay, all right. So that is the app. You can actually download it and use it, right? You can download it and use it just to check. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I believe it was a mistake. No problem about that. All right, so let's go back to our browser now. All right, so this is my business manager now. Like I said, what I want you to pay attention to for this class is this ads manager. So we are taking it one step at a time. So try to understand these things as we take it one step at a time. That ad manager you saw there, this ad manager you can see here, that is what you saw there as an app. So this thing alone is what is there as an app. So I will click on ads manager. So the moment I click on ad manager, it's going to take me towards my ads manager, like where I manage my ads. And can you see that this ad is actually live? Can you see that this ad is actually live now? Right? So this is my ad manager. So this is the ad manager interface. This is where you can create your ad. You can check the performance of your ads. You can delete, you can duplicate, anything that has to do with managing your ad. This is where it's being done. It is being done on what? On the ad manager. Is that clear enough? I hope if I am to ask you tomorrow what's an ad manager, you are not going to find it difficult, right? You're not going to find it difficult. And if I ask you to come and teach a class, if I decide to like, oh, hello, please, I want you to take a class, come and teach a class, you'll be able to teach the class and explain some of these things, right? So it's very essential, it's very important. It's very important. All right, so this is our ads manager interface. So for every ad account, there is an ads manager. Is that clear enough? For every ad account, there is an ad manager. So if you take a look at the top, you can see this is Mariam Prepared. Mariam Prepared. If I click on it, you discover that I still have other ad accounts. I still have another ad account. This is just like you have current account and you have savings account, right? So the ad account has ads manager. So for this very account now, and for every ad account, one ad account is entitled to a payment method. So if you activate a payment method on the ad account, that payment method is only available for that ad account, right? So you can see that we have 2 ad accounts here. I can equally create more. The essence of having multiple at times is so that if you are restricted or one ad account is disabled, you can switch into the another ad and start running, except the whole business manager is disabled. So this is our ads manager. Now, how do we get to understand these different levels I mentioned? Remember, I told us that we are here to learn about Facebook ad levels. What are Facebook ad levels? What are Facebook ad levels? So Facebook ad levels, these are the 3 stages we encounter when setting up our ads. So by this time we have done something already. We have prepared what we want to set or want to launch. Everything we need for our ads already in place. What we need to do now is what? To come and just do what is needed on the business manager or on our ads manager, right? And that is what this is going to allow you to do. Once you are able to get everything in place, this is where you come to put them into practice. You put them into action, you put them into launch, and you ask Facebook, do this, do this, do this, and it gets started. And one of the reasons you always hear us go against boosting. If you have a Facebook page or you are on Instagram, you discover that the moment you make any post, you'll be asked to boost. To be a recommendation that you should boost. That is to say what? They are just it's just marketing they are doing. Yes, boosting is not free. So as soon as you boost, they are going to make money. So that is marketing. That is marketing. They are telling you to do something. So it is just like an automatic car. Boosting is like an automatic car. They have everything in place, even though it is limited. There is limitation to what you can do when you are boosting. But when you come to this business manager, this ad manager, there is a lot that you can do here. There's a lot you can do, just like a manual car. You decide on what Facebook will do with your ads, right? So to be able to set up your ads, there are 3 different levels. As you can see here, can you see this? This is campaigns. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? So here we have campaigns. This is campaigns, right? This is campaign. This is ad set. Can you see this is ad set? Then this is ads, right? So these are the 3 levels. Can someone type them? These are the 3 levels when setting up an ad. You definitely encounter these 3 levels when setting up an ad. Level 1 is called what? Campaigns or campaign level. The second level is ad set level or ad set. The third one is ads level or ads, right? Type it. Campaign, ad set, ads. These are the 4 levels you must encounter when you are launching or you are setting up your ads. Now, the first one is where you select your objective. On our previous class, I told us that it is very essential, it's very vital that you have an objective for any ad you want to run. Take, for instance, the ad you can see here, the objective is to grow my page. The objective is to grow my page, this ad here. So on the campaign level, I'm going to select what the objective I want to use. So that is what happens on the campaign level. Then on the ad set level, just like the name set, this is where you do the internal setup. The setup you do here is what Facebook is going to work by. So this is where you are going to select your audience. You are going to select where you want your ad to show, where you want Facebook to take people to once they take action on your ad, your budget, your let me say your audience and the rest. This is where you do it. So this one is what is just like the engine room or the kitchen. So when you have your visitors at home, you take them to the sitting room or the parlor. If you want to prepare food, you don't take them to the kitchen. You go to the kitchen and prepare. So the kitchen is where you make preparation for your food, where the dining table is where they see the food. So whatever it is you do behind the doors, like at the kitchen, nobody is going to know. All they are going to know is, or they are going to see is the food that you've successfully prepared. So that is how setting of ad is all about. You have your objective, you know what you want to achieve. Then on the ad set level, you put everything that will give you your achievement. Your achievement is to put the right ad in front of your audience. This is where you are going to select your audience, the kind of placement or locations you want your ad to show to. Then the other level, which is the third level, is what we call the ads level. This level has to do with the presentation, how your ad is going to be seen in front of people. So this is where the preview of your ad is going to be what? This is where you are going to set them. Am I making sense? Is it making sense? Are we following at all? Is someone learning tonight? Hope I'm not too fast. Neither am I. Okay, I'm making sense. All right, thank you for that. All right, following. All right, great. So you can see these are the different levels to it, right? Now let's go into the levels. Now let's see what is inside. Let's see what's inside. So now, remember I told you that the first thing you do is what? You select your objective. Without an objective, you cannot go into the engine room like I mentioned. So you select an objective. If my objective is what? Okay, can you see this crate by the left-hand side? Can you see this crate? If you can see, type crate. If you can see, type crate. For those of you not responding or not chatting, well done. No, I know all of you. All right. So if I click on create, so for every new campaign, for every new advert that you want to run or want to create, you must make use of this create button. So I'll just click on it and it will take me there. Now let me take you to an empty ad account so that you understand what I'm saying. Okay. If you take a look at this, you can see this is, okay, let me discard what is here so that it will be very empty. All right, can you see? Can you see that this is very empty? Can you see it? Is it empty? You can see no result found. Can you see that? Can anyone see that no result found? It's empty because nothing has been done, on that ad account, right? Because nothing has been done on that ad account. So what am I going to do? I'll click on this create. So the moment I click on create, can you see the objective we were explaining yesterday? Can you see the objective we were explaining yesterday? So now, this is where you select what you want to achieve with your ad. So if I want people to message me on WhatsApp, I should know that that is under what? Engagement. If I want to send traffic, I should know that it is what? Under traffic. If I just want awareness, I should know that awareness is, I'm going to have rich brand awareness video views. So if I click on engagement now and I click on what? Continue, you are going to see that it will take me towards the campaign level. Now, the moment you select continue, can you see that it's showing something on your screen? Just like I stated earlier, manual and automatic. Manual is always the best. Automatic is the easiest way. It's the lazy man way. So you will get recommendation from Facebook to use this preset campaign optimization that includes advantage audience, advantage placement. Ignore it. Go down to this one here and use manual engagement. Always select manual so that you can control it. Thank you. So I will click on continue. When I click on continue, can you see that it has taken me to a new interface? On the left-hand side here, you can see that I have them arranged in 3. New engagement campaign, new engagement ad set, new engagement ad level. The same thing is represented at the top here. New engagement campaign, new ad set, ad. So the same thing you have at the left-hand side is what you have at the top here, side here. So you can use them to navigate into the interface of each of the levels. So we are currently on what? On campaign level. So the campaign level, you can see the first thing you can see on campaign level here is name. So always give your campaign a name for easy identification. Always give it a name for easy identification, right? So if I'm running ad for clients, I name it after them so that I can record that this ad is for them. But if I'm using a client's account, I use the product or what I'm advertising for as my ad name. So this one I can decide to use maybe profitable ad. Can you see? It has reflected even at the top and the left-hand side here. Is anyone following? Can you see my screen? Is anyone following? Sorry that I always have to ask. That's my method of teaching, right? So now the next thing here is, you can see these categories, right? You can see these categories. Now these categories is only important if you have some specific adverts you want to run, like social issues, elections and politics. That is the only way you can select these categories you can see here. But if your ad is not about anything, loan, financing, other related opportunities, ads for credit card offers, vehicle loans, long-term financing, or other related opportunities, or employment, job offers, internship, professional certification programs, other related opportunities, put them here. You have to select appropriately. If it's about housing, home insurance, mortgage, other related opportunities, you can select it here, right? Then if it is about politics, you can select it here. But I am not going to do that because this is not about any of them. So I'll leave it blank. So for now, the only thing you will do at this stage is just to give your campaign a name and just move to the next stage. All this A/B testing and the rest, advantage campaign budget, I will talk about that later, right? Once we advance, I will discuss them. But for now, the only thing you do on the campaign level is to give your campaign a name. Once you are done, you come to click on next, or you click on this new engagement asset, or you click at the asset at the top. Any of them will take you to the next stage. Is that okay? So on the next stage now, you are going to see the next interface, which is what? Ad set level. So you can see that we have ad set level here. So you can decide to give it a name. When we'll be discussing about ABO and CBO, we'll be discussing about more on why it is very important to give your ad set a name. But for now, you can just ignore it this way. So now below it now, can you see that we have a different conversion location here? So what we are optimizing for are differently. The first one is messaging apps. So this is when you want to send people to your messenger, WhatsApp, or Instagram inbox. That is when you make use of this messaging app. But if you want people to engage on your ad, maybe you want them to watch your video, maybe you're a content creator, you want people to engage with your video, you can equally use this on your ad. Then if you want course, you can use this course. If you want website visitors, you can select website visitors, apps. You want people to grow, if you want people to follow your page, you want to grow your page with the advert, you make use of this Facebook page, right? So you can see at the right-hand side there, you can see some results showing. Just ignore whatever it is they say. At times they'll tell you that your ad will get 0 result. Forget it. That's just their own way. It doesn't work, right? So now under here you can see ad type. Always leave it on click to message. Don't put sponsored message. Leave it on click to message, right? Then here you can see Facebook page. Are we following? Is anyone following? Do I still have people online? Some persons have gone, no, like some persons are tired already. If you are tired of the training, just let me know. Let me stop. Oh, because me too, I'm tired though. Should I stop? All right. So the next thing here is what? Facebook page. You can see Facebook page. This is where you select your page. If you are an admin of thousands of page, you can select your page. Someone asked me the other day, how do you go about running ads for your client? This is simple. They make you admin on their page, give you the full access, admin access. Then you run ad from your side, you select the page. That's all. That's all. Can you see this SMA Villa page, right? And the moment I clicked it, you can see that Messenger is showing up, Instagram is showing up, WhatsApp is showing up, because the page is connected to Instagram, to Messenger, and to WhatsApp. So if you want to run WhatsApp ads, want to direct people to your WhatsApp inbox, you must have a business WhatsApp connected to your Facebook page. So any of this, I can decide where I want to send people to on my ad. Can you see I can decide where to send people to, right? So if you come down, you can see that there is this update with Facebook now that you can add multiple WhatsApp up to like 50. You can add multiple WhatsApp up to like 50 now, right? So here you can see these are other areas that will still be learning, but this performance goal, this is, you can just ignore this for now. Budget, this is where you insert or decide the budget you want to use. So ensure that it is always on daily budget, not lifetime. Leave it on daily budget. If you change it to lifetime, it means any amount you use here is what Facebook is going to spend for the rest of, until they are done with this money before the ad will stop. So you can see that they increased it to 69,000, meaning they are going to spend it for a total number of days that I'm going to set. So if I select 69 now, it means I'm going to set my start date and end date to give you 69 days. That means they are going to be spending 1,000 daily for a period of 69 days, even though they are going to charge more per day, right? But don't use lifetime. Always use daily budget so that you can off your ad anytime. Why it is very important to use daily budget is this. If you have an ad, what we are looking for is results. So if an ad is giving you result, there's no point switching it off. Leave it to run. Leave it to, that's why when I see people, they run new ad every day, I begin to wonder. They will say, I have my sales this week. Next month is my sales. My sales end on Tuesday, so my advert is going to end on Tuesday. Does it mean you don't want to make sales other days, or is it that you don't like results? You don't like making sales? So if your ad is giving you results the way you want, the most important thing is watch it gives you results. Until the ad is tired of giving you results, that's where you can change it. But if the ad is not giving you results, you can off it anytime, right? So always use daily budget so that you can off, pause, and activate your ad anytime. So if you can type any amount you want. The list is what? 845.51 naira. That's the list. And that's because of dollar. Initially, it was around 400 something. It went up to 840 something because of dollar. So the minimum always advice is 1,000. Even if you don't have, you should afford 1,000 per day. You should afford 1,000 per day. So that is that for the budget. The next thing down here is what? You can see start date. This is when you want your ad to start. I always publish my ad in the night to start running the next day. That is what I always do. So if I want to run this ad tomorrow, I'm going to select on 24, which is tomorrow's date. Then I will select my time. This is Lagos time. I always use 4 and 5 a.m. That is what I use on my ad, 4 and 5 a.m. So that by the time you'll be up, my ad should also show up and not to be wasting my money, right? So this end date, you can decide to end an ad. That means if you get to that certain duration, the advert should stop automatically. Yeah, this can work for events and for programs, conferences, so that you don't necessarily need to go and on it yourself. It will stop automatically. But if you are running ad for your business and any other thing, lead generation and the rest, I don't advise you to use end date. Avoid the use of end date, so that if an ad is giving you result, you should keep it going. You can pause your ad anytime you want, right? So the next thing here is what? Location. So you can see location. This is where you select the location. You impute where you want to target, right? Where you want to target. If it's Ghana, if it's Nigeria, if it is a street, if it is a state, if it's a local government, if it's the whole world, you can equally add it here. You can equally type it here, and it will give you, it will send your advert to those locations. For instance, I have an ad running currently for someone at Ghana, and I have an ad running currently for someone at Cameroon, right? All of them are from different locations, and they'll tell me this is where I want my ad to be targeted at, and I will do it. Some will give you a list of locations. You don't have options than to do it, right? So this is it. And mind you, there's something I will need to address. Even if you select only a state, Facebook currently will show your ad to other states. It has become a challenge currently. So if your ad is targeting people at Benue, there's that possibility that it's going to be shown at Lagos with what is currently happening. Initially, there's a way we can actually limit it and stop it, but now it is no longer possible. It's no longer possible. So that's that. The next thing here is you can see this advantage audience. I don't advise use it. Always click on this switch to original audience option. Remember, I told you to have books, so to get books. So after this video, ensure while you go through it, write them down. And while you write down, ensure if it's something you need to draw it, so that you have everything documented. You don't need to visit this video all the time. Wow, you are writing already. That's amazing. That's amazing. So now, the moment I click on that thing, it has switched back to what? The original audience, right? So you can see that you have location here. You have location, you have age. You can select age. If you know that your audience is between so age, you can select and target that way. But funny enough, you and I know that Nigerians don't respect age. Some people create accounts anyhow, right? Like the very account I'm actually doing this class now. This is an account I bought. It was just created. So this is not, so the age and everything was more of fabricated. Can you see? So this is where you select the age range of which you want to run your ads. You want to target your ad. You know you have your audience avatar in place. You do everything and you are good to go. The next thing here is what? All genders. You can see if you click on edit now, you are going to see that you can target only men and you can target only women, or you can target all of them. So it depends on what you're advertising. So knowing what you're advertising gives you an insight of what you are going to do. These are the technical aspects of setting up your ads, and these are very simple. What matters is what you do before you come here and what you do after what you do here. Someone sent a message today telling me that she's scared that people will not are not going to buy her product. When I asked her why, she told me the country is not smiling currently, that the cost is expensive. How am I expecting people to just be convinced and just get to buy the cost? And I told her, it is not always so. It is not always so, right? So you can select location, right? And the next thing here is detailed targeting. Detailed targeting. I don't normally use detailed targeting because it no longer works as it used to. What matters here is how you're able to what? Close your sales. You can use your targeting, this broad targeting, zero targeting to get people. And once they come to your funnel, you can what? Narrow them. But then this can actually help you for some certain things. For instance, if I want to target people that are Nigerians outside, there's a particular keyword we use. Let me use Nigerians. Let me see if something is going to come up. It's not coming up. I'm trying to recall. Can you see? I just type in now. Can you see people in India who prefer mid and high value goods? Then the next one is people in India who prefer high value goods. People in Indonesia who prefer mid. Let me try. Okay, you can see entertainment, online shopping, retailing. Let me use people in Nigeria. Let's see. People in Nigeria. Is Nigeria showing? Why is Nigeria not coming up? Okay, seems like okay. So we'll still be discussing about detailed targeting, but this is, you can use keywords to target people. For instance, if I want to target people that are into social media marketing, I can decide to do it this way, right? If I type social media now, can you see social media manager, social media strategist, social media coordinator, social media manager, social media director, social media? Can you see? So these are different ways you can actually use your keywords to target. You can target housewife. You can target housewife. You can target housewife, house mom, right? Mommies with babies and the rest. But then, like I said, detail or not detail, detail is not going to make people to buy from you. It is what you present on your ad, your offer, and what you do after the ad that will actually determine this. But having detailed targeting at times it gives you a certain audience the way you would want, right? Let me go down to the next. Our time is going. All right, so the next thing here is language. Can you say language? You can select people that are based on a certain language or ethnic group and target them. For instance, there was this time I ran ad. I think my first time also, it was this Hausa boys that were just sending me Hausa voice notes. Like, it was only them that was just responding, and it was really annoying. So now, with this, I can equally exclude anyone that doesn't understand English. Or if I want to just target only people Yoruba, I can use it, only show my ad to what is certain language. So I can type English here. If I type English, can you see all English? Can you see? And I can remove it and leave it general. All right, so the next thing is what? Placement. The next thing here is placement. I just click on more option. Let's see what we have. Placement. So you can see it is on the recommended placement, of which I always advise you not to use the recommendation. Always try to know what you are doing. So the moment I click on the edit, you can see that we have two types of placement. We have two types of placement here. and something is, okay, I think I selected all of this. That's why it's not showing up. All right, let's go back now and see something. Can you see? Switch to manual placement, not recommended. I am switching to manual placement. I don't like this, their recommendation. Can you see? This is the replacement. So this is manual placement. This is how it looks like. So here you can decide where you want your advert to show so that you don't always waste money. You can decide to, okay, I only want my advert to show on newsfeed. I only want my advert to know on video feed. I only want my advert to be shown on Reels, Instagram Reels, Facebook Stories. This is where you do the selection. This is where you come to check and you untick the ones you don't like and leave the rest. But for this very time, as in, since it's your first time, always use the recommendation. Leave it on the automatic, right? Leave it on the automatic. And once you are done, this is how the ad set level is all about, or this is what you do here. So the next thing is what? Our ad level, which is the final level, right? This is the final level. So you can see that you can also give a name to an ad. You can give a name to it. At the right-hand side there is what you are going to what? This is where you are going to see your ad, everything you do. So the first thing here is what you can see your page is reflecting. You can select your Instagram account. If you want to run ads that will show on Instagram and Facebook, you select the Instagram account here. Then on ad set here, you can see under this ad setup, you can see that we have two things here. Is anyone still here? Are you people following? Hello? Is anyone following? Okay, great. Great. I'm trying to get something. All right. So on this create ad, you can see that if you click on it, you see that we have a use existing post. There is use existing post and there is create ad. What we mean, or what this use existing posts mean is for, okay, let me start with the use existing post. I will start with the use existing, then we'll come back to create ad, right? So this is like using a post that is already existing on your what? On your page. So you must have published a post, and you want to use that post. That is what using existing post is all about. And this is effective if your product has multiple pictures, more than 9. You have pictures that are more than 9. This is the best option. So what you need to do is, if they're up to 30, just go and upload it on the page. Once you upload it on your page with your write-up, your photos, come back to your business manager, select that use existing post. Once you select it, come down to select post. Once you select post, you can see that these are different pages. Sorry, these are different posts on my page. Can you see? So now you can decide to select a post. You can decide to select a post and you run an ad on it. So if I click on this post now and I click on continue, you discover that something is going to happen on the page. Can you see something is showing now? Can you see? Can you see my screen? All right, so you can see the moment I select that post that is on my page, you can see that it extracted both the write-up, the image, and added a call to action, send WhatsApp message to it. Can you see? And every engagement on the ad is going to show on the post. All your comments, all the reactions are going to show on the post, and the post is going to remain on your Facebook page. Right? So now, that is that for this. If this is what you want, once you select the post, you hit your publish, you have published your ad. Then the other one, which is create ad now. This is where you do everything from scratch. The first thing you do is what? You select if it is single image or video, or you go with carousel. Carousel is just like Instagram display ad, where you have multiple images arranged side by side. That is what this carousel is all about. But the first one is single image or video. So you cannot add multiple images. Your multiple images must have to be slides, like videos. So if you want to use multiple images, go and use that existing post I mentioned. Everything here is here what? To aid you and to ease one or two that you are doing, so that you don't have issues with my product demands multiple pictures, but there is no option to add multiple pictures. There is an option, that's to use the existing post. So once you select what you want to, the format you want to do here, you come down to under add creative. You must have been hearing add creative, add creative. What is add creative? Add creative is all about your media, which is your video or your audio, your text, destination of your ad. Right? So that is what the creative here is telling you about. So it's just like being creative with your ad, so that people can what? Take action. So you can see media. If I click on add media now, I'll be able to select an image or a video. So if it is the video you want to use, select add video. If it's an image, you select an add image, and it will take you to what? Where you can select images from 3 different places. Number one is if you have uploaded an image on your business manager, you'll be able to select it. If you have an image on your Instagram, you'll be able to select it from an Instagram straight. If you have on your Facebook page, you'll be able to select it from your Facebook page straight. But if you don't have the image on any of this and you want to import it straight from your phone, all you need to do is what? Click on this upload. You click on upload, it will take you to where you can select the image from your phone or your laptop or whatever you're using. Can you see? You can select it from here and publish. So if this is what I want to do, I can just pick it, add it here. So once I select it and I click on next, you can see it has been selected. So if you select an image, click on next. For those of you using your mobile phone, it's not going to be funny to click on next, but I will actually show you how to do it as you progress. So you can even crop, you can ensure that you actually take the recommendation, ensure that your design tallies with the particular destination you want to place your ad on. Can you see that it's displaying differently? This is going to display on your story series app side. This is going to display on search result. This is going to display on what? On Facebook feed, Instagram feed. So once you're done, you click on next. It will optimize. It optimized, and then click on done. The moment I click on done, let's see what happens. Can you see the image has been shown, but there's no write-up yet? Can you see the image is displaying? So the next thing now I will do is to what? Go to add a write-up to it. I'll just go down. I'll scroll down and see where there is primary text. This is where you add your ad copy. So everything you have done from your previous class of what's it called? Your copywriting class on your graphic design is what is going to be giving you this content, these creatives. So if we have our copy. We can decide to, okay, let me just pick something from here. Okay, maybe if this is our copy, if this is what we want to use, I can just copy this, right? I'm just using this as an instance. This is not as if this is how it should be. No. Can you see? So it's going to reflect at the right-hand side here. It just reflected. Can anybody see it? Are you following me at all? All right. Okay. All right. Others that are not up. Hope people are following you and you are learning. No, please. So that is my copy there. You can see it's reflecting at the right-hand side here already, right? So this is the preview page. The right-hand side is what reflects. So now the next thing is your headline. This is your hook. So for every advert, it is good that you have the headline that will hook people. Is it a free training? Is it a free offer? Or is it free delivery? Or what is that hook you want people to? Your hook can be an offer, what you are offering people, or it could be like a trigger, it could be a call to action, or it could be a word that will cause curiosity. Maybe it could be like maybe 5,000 persons have enrolled, or I can decide to like that 6 in 1 crazy offer. 6 crazy offers, right? 6 crazy offers for just a single payment, or for, something like that. A hook, something that people will get to see and they'll be hooked. They want to read more. They want to know more. They want to know what that's about, or they want to take action. That's what you insert here. Then description, you can still add a little description about it, which is not a must, right? Which is not a must. Then optimize per person. You can add different, can you see? The moment I activated this optimized text per person, it will give you what option to add different text. So this is a good one. You can add different multiple text. You can add different multiple text and different multiple headlines, so that you allow Facebook to what to it's just like a dynamic ad. We'll be discussing about dynamic ad, but then this is actually very similar. So I think let me just stop it. Let me not go further so that I don't complicate things. We'll do that later, right? So the next thing here is your greeting message. Sorry, your call to action. Your call to action is what you want people to see. Is it shop more? Is it learn more? Learn more is when you want to send people to go and learn something. Inquire now. Maybe you want them to send a message, get a quote, get updates, shop now, sign up, subscribe. Send WhatsApp message is very common for people sending to WhatsApp. Even if you don't activate it, Facebook will activate it for you. So that's why this is here. So the next thing here is your message template. Remember, we are discussing about Facebook ad levels, and with what I've been able to explain this way. Believe me, you can set your ad and launch your ad already. You can set an ad and launch already. So here is where you can decide to do a greeting message, right? So if I click on create now or edit now, if I click on this create now or edit now, it's going to take me to where I can edit the kind of message that people are going to interact with. Now, this is the first text here. Hi, please let us know how we can help you. So once the person clicks and now, this is what the person is going to see. But I can decide to customize it any how I want. Hi, thank you for showing interest in this our free training. Do ensure to join the training by clicking on what the button or the link below. Right? And the other one here is what? A message. Can you see? So this is what is going to appear once they come to your WhatsApp. You can customize it so that you can know a particular welcome message that will follow. If you are using automation, you can automate this here so that as it comes to your WhatsApp, it's coming with a specific message. For instance, I can type, hello, I am interested in your Facebook ads offer. Facebook ads offer. How do I get access? Can you see? This is a question. This is a question. And this is how the person is going to come to your WhatsApp. This is how the person is going to drop on your WhatsApp with this message, right? So you can save the template, name it, save it so that you can use it, and you can ask different questions. You may want to qualify your lead. Can you see? You may want to just this is not about lead qualification though. You can decide to set different questions. If it's about graphic design, maybe if it's about maybe you are into importation training, you are into importing goods, or you are selling goods, you can add different questions. You can type, I am interested in buying rice. How much is bag of rice? I'm interested in drop shipping with you. How do I get started? I'm interested in shoe. How much is this? Right? This is just to give an insight so that these people will be able to select a particular question that resonates. And you can add as multiple questions, as many questions as possible. And you can, as you ask this question, you can automate if you are doing automation, you can automate things in such a way that any question that lands is the automation that will follow up. Right? So once you are done with all your setup, you just click on save and finish. Once you click on save and finish, it's going to save. It's going to save. Once I click on finish, can you see it has been added? So I am done. The next thing is I'll just click on publish, and that's all. Once I click on publish, Facebook will just review the ad. Once they review and they approve the ad, they are going to they are going to approve it, and the ad will start running. So that is more like a detailed explanation of the different Facebook ad levels and how they work and how to use them. Is anyone here? Hope I made a lot of sense. I hope I made a lot of sense. All right, so we are going to actually stop here for tonight. I would have covered this other aspect of it, preparing to launch an ad case study. I have an ad I wanted to run that would have carried us along, but then the time has actually gone, so I'll just stop the video for now. I'll stop the video now. We continue tomorrow. So please do your best to ensure that